Mr. Tariq Murtaza from Rawalpindi as well. Tariq Saab, if you could kind of also run us through the same background on your city in Rawalpindi, the context, what is the population size, Ji, what is your confirmed number of cases and your main challenge, if you could share it.
Ji, thank you for inviting me on this panel. इसमें basically जी Rawalpindi is a city of about 2.2 million population, and approximately I would say about 5,000 cases we have confirmed in Rawalpindi COVID-19, and some of the challenges we are facing is basically educating people and making them adhere to the SOPs, which is a tough call at the moment, but still I feel that people are in a learning mode, and because now they are really scared of COVID-19 and they know it's a reality. In the first instance, they were thinking that it's somebody just a hearsay and there's nobody, they're just people, government is just doing a propaganda thing. So, but now they are more aware and educated and they follow the SOPs. We basically, as you were earlier talking to Sarah, we were basically following the government of Punjab SOPs, and we follow it to the last dot. So usme khair the challenges, as you know, these cities have massive challenges, and because the urban population, the income group is also very low income groups, and it's difficult to sort of make them follow the SOPs. Then the other thing that comes in their way of the low income groups in the urban population is that so affordability of masks, affordability of hand sanitizers. So we were able to help out that way, that we have VASA at our disposal, and we were able to make these walk-through gates at the main hospitals. We have 3 main government hospitals. Then we have our own office. We were able to make these sanitization gates. Then we were able to place different trucks, make hand washing places at different spots where there was more public activity. So these were basically some of the things we were doing in the Rawalpindi area. And so I would say now we are in a sort of a second stage, which is more precise and targeted, sort of, as you must be hearing, the lockdowns, smart lockdowns, and smart management and all that. So that's basically what we are doing in Rawalpindi.
In terms of, Tariq Saab, in terms of an effective tool, in terms of enforcement and awareness, can you comment on a lesson or something that Rawalpindi is experiencing? What has been an effective tool to get the citizens to react? ये जो आपने हमें बताया that you were able to set up drive-through kind of checkpoints, have they been effective, or do you still need more?
इसमें basically जी, can you hear me?
जी, I can hear you.
इसमें basically educating the masses and telling them that this is a reality and you have to sort of follow these SOPs if you want to remain alive and keep the virus away from you. So as I said in the beginning, they were little apprehensive and not listening to the authorities. So then we switched into the second mode of being a sort of a more of a friendly and an educative sort of a thing. Like we had our volunteers and some of our staff work on the general public passing through the main areas and educating them that you should follow these SOPs, like wash your hands, and you should be okay with that. So in the second phase, the public was also more cooperative. They were more receptive to our talk and more receptive to the SOPs.
In terms of Rawalpindi की busy market areas में आप लोग किस तरह spread को contain कर रहे हैं?
एक तो जी basically हम we work in very close sync with the district administration, because on ground district administration and then हमारी जो territory है वहाँ पे भी we manage things to the district administration. तो हमारा basically Raja Bazaar is the most hub of business and very crowded area. तो नवीद साहब के साथ हम वही बेसिकली अर्बन प्लानिंग कुछ कर रहे हैं हम राजा बाजार की. तो वहाँ पे वी आर ट्राइंग टू डिवाइज अ ट्रैफिक प्लान. हम कर रहे हैं कि ट्रैफिक की मैनेजमेंट करें वहाँ पे और लोग चल सकें और ज्यादा करीब ना चल सकें. दे रिमेन मेंटेन अ सेफ डिस्टेंस. सो बेसिकली द बॉटम लाइन इज के enforcement is one sector and enforcement is one area. Government can sort of close down shops. Government can, but the main thing that needs to be addressed and which we are struggling with is educating people and making them feel that this is something serious. You have to follow the SOPs. If you don't follow the SOPs, you will kill your whole family. I mean, we give them this fear factor also. Through our staff, through our district administration and people who are on ground. So then again, as I was saying, the bottom line is that we try and educate them and tell them then again, but as I said earlier, we try and provide them with masks, distribute masks, hand sanitizers, hand washing at every corner or wherever the busy street is. But then the public has to respond. So now I've started to see the public response, that they are getting more responsible. Like, for example, we have a huge office area, office space, because VASA is housed there, RDA is housed there. So a lot of public comes in. So we have set up these hand washing sanitizer gates. And we tell the public that instead of 10 people coming in, you can send 2 people and 1 person in for your getting your bills corrected, getting your complaints redressed at VASA. So as I keep on repeating, that it's basically the public awareness we have to address, educate the public and make them follow the SOPs. By force, I don't think you can do it for a long. It's not a sustainable thing. And you have to sort of, public has to cooperate.
Tariq Saab, if you can comment on departmental coordination and your experiences in Rawalpindi so far with regards to the pandemic.
Basically, as I told you earlier, we had a very good, decent coordination with our district administration. And on the onset of the lockdown, we divided our territories in Rawalpindi city, that how are we going to manage those territories and what are we going to do about it. So firstly, then we divided amongst ourselves the spraying and disinfected spray all over the city. So district administration did one part, we did our part, then the cantonment board did their part. So basically, we had a very good synchronized move, and we are still doing that. As I said, we have entered phase 2. So we are again doing it, because I would say if we had no bad coordination or no coordination, we would have faced massive problems. And what we are doing in the city, like educating the public and at some time enforcing the government SOPs by like on the motorbikes and riding of public transport, and then private vehicles also. So basically, we were in great sync with the district administration, which is the commissioner and the deputy commissioner. So, and then the station commander of the cantonment areas. And I think it was a success story, and we still, I think then I would say that this COVID-19 is not going to go away tomorrow. So we need to have these SOPs and these things on a permanent basis. And we need to work in the cities to sort of follow these SOPs for a long time.
Yes. Tariq Saab in Rawalpindi, who wanted to actually share some of the plans that Rawalpindi is implementing, some infrastructural plans that Rawalpindi is implementing, and especially abhi aapke comments ke baad, given that certain priority areas need to change for cities. उसके हवाले से मैं तारिक साहब आपसे दो plans के बारे में थोड़ा सा elaborate करना पूछूंगी, which is on your traffic decongestion plan in Karachi, and also आपका जो surface water का जो plan है, because this improves access to services for marginalized communities. Tariq Saab, if you could share your your comments on that.
जी, बेसिकली मैं जरा दो चीजों पे बात करूंगा. पहले जो माय एक्सपीरियंस इन व्हाट आई वाज प्लानिंग कपल ऑफ मंथ्स अगो, इसमें जो कोविड-19 का इम्पैक्ट है जो अर्बन सोसाइटीज में या अर्बन डेवलपमेंट्स में होता है कि इज प्रोवाइडिंग फूड सिक्योरिटी. देखिए, हाउ डज अब लॉकडाउन हो गया, आप खाना कैसे खाएंगे, कैसे पहुंचाएंगे उनको, लोगों, गरीब लोगों का तो मसला यही रहता है कि आप खाने लेने बाहर जाएं, मार्केट्स बंद है, कैसे होता है. सो व्हाट आई डिड वाज कि हमने एक पायलट प्रोजेक्ट पिंडी में शुरू किया, अभी हम उसको एक्सपैंड कर रहे हैं, वो है किचन गार्डनिंग. अब हमने थोड़ी सी रिसर्च की. हमारा एक बड़ा कंजेस्टेड एरिया है जहाँ पे 5 मरले से बहुत छोटे घरों में 2, 3, 4 मरले में घर हैं लोगों के. तो वहां पे हमने उसको कहते हैं कमेटी चौक, बड़ा कंजेस्टेड एरिया. तो वहां से हमने एक 50 फैमिली सिलेक्ट की. उनको हमने स्टैंड्स बनाए जिसके अंदर यू कैन ग्रो अबाउट 17 डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ वेजिटेबल्स, लाइक बेसिक वेजिटेबल्स जो आपको जैसे क्यूकम्बर्स हैं, हरी मिर्चें, तो इस तरह की चीजें जो आप ग्रो कर सकते हैं उन स्टैंड्स के अंदर. तो हमने रिसर्च की. वी गॉट दोस गुड सीडलिंग्स फ्रॉम NARC एंड सीड कॉर्पोरेशन. तो वो हमने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की उनको 50. एंड विद दिस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू अभी हम मॉनिटर भी उनको कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि द सिटीजन्स should be able to take care of their at least their basic food security. जैसे पेरिशेबल आइटम्स है, लॉकडाउन हो गया, आप नहीं ले सकते, सब्जी किधर से लेंगे, कहाँ आप उसको रखेंगे अगर मिल भी जाए. और इसी तरह जो ड्राई गुड्स हैं जिसको हम कहते हैं जैसे दालें, इस तरह की चीजें, वो तो आप स्टोर कर सकते हैं बट सब्जियां नहीं कर सकते. सो ये हमने एक पायलट प्रोजेक्ट शुरू किया है विद दिस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि जी इनकरेज द सिटीजन्स के जी वो थोड़ा सा इस चीज को करें, वेजिटेबल्स ग्रो करें. तो वी आर एक्सपैंडिंग इनटू 100 मोर फैमिलीज. हमें 100 फैमिलीज और की रिक्वेस्ट आई है. सो विच मीन्स के 150 फैमिलीज. सो एक फैमिली इज लाइक एवरेज इज 5 members in a family, and at times there are 10 members in a family also. So they have to look after their food. इसी तरह ये हमने रिसेंटली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया है. वी दिस अवेयर ऑफ इट, टर्किश एम्बेसडर आए थे, सो वी डिड दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. उसके बाद वी आर डूइंग दिस पोल्ट्री डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. इससे पहले वी आर ट्रेनिंग द जनरल, जो हमने घर सिलेक्ट किए, वी सिलेक्टेड 1000 हाउसेस इन कंजेस्टेड एरिया जिसमें हम उनको केजेस बड़े बना के देंगे क्योंकि स्पेस अगेन है नहीं वहां पे, जिसमें दे कैन हैव देसी अंडे वो देंगी, पोल्ट्री होगी उनके पास. सो स्पेशली फॉर द विमेन फोक आई फील किचन गार्डनिंग एंड दिस पोल्ट्री डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में दे कैन सॉर्ट ऑफ लेट्स से 5 उनके पास अगर मुर्गी हैं तो 3 भी अगर अंडे दे रही हैं तो चलो 2 फैमिली ने खा लिए कोई कुछ बना के, एंड देन एक वो सेव करते जाएं. सो एंड ऑफ द मंथ they have some desi andas saved which they can sell out in the market and get this extra income generation. तो ये चीजें we are doing in the city. जैसे नवीद ने पहले कहा, I agree with them. The policies are made somewhere else and the public को कोई भी incorporate नहीं कर रहा. My background has been local governments. I started my political career from the local governments. I was in the district council and I spent about good 32 years of my life in the local governments. तो उसके बाद I feel it's very important that you engage the public, you engage the residents. उसके बाद we are doing a third project we are doing is कि water, जैसे आपने कहा, it's a very important commodity. People don't realize कि how important water is. We are doing a pilot project of rain water harvesting. नाम से बहुत बड़ा लगता है कि जी जैसे वो पता नहीं हार्वेस्टिंग होगी तो क्या मशीनें आ जाएंगी. इट इज जस्ट वेरी सिंपल कि आपकी छत पे थोड़ी सी स्लोप होती है, पाइप के अंदर पानी आता है, वो अभी अंडरग्राउंड टैंक में चला जाता है, उसको आप प्योरीफाई करें, उसको ट्रीट कर सकते हैं, यू कैन वाटर योर प्लांट्स. तो उसके लिए हमने 3 जगह सिलेक्ट की हैं. एक मेट्रो हमारे पास है, वहाँ के 2 स्टेशन हैं. लियाकत बाग में हम अंडरग्राउंड टैंक्स बनाएंगे. देन अदर वन इज मेरी अपनी 5 स्टोरी बिल्डिंग है हमारी वासा और RDA की, वहाँ पे हम करेंगे. अगर जैसे ड्राइवर्स गाड़ियाँ धो रहे होते हैं, कोई पानी ज़ाया कर रहा होता है. फिर एक जो हमने सिलेक्ट की है वो मस्जिद है, बिकॉज फ्रॉम द उलमा इन द रिलीजियस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आई जस्ट वांट टू गिव देम इनसाइट कि आप पानी बचाएं, और रेन वाटर इज अ वेरी गुड प्योर वाटर जिसको आप स्टोर करके वुजू कर सकते हैं. सो मेरा कहने का मकसद ये है टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स दैट आई हैव एंगेज द कम्युनिटी, और कुछ कम्युनिटी को आप एंगेज करेंगे तो देन ऑल दीज प्रोजेक्ट्स विल कम अप. तो ये बेसिकली हम पिंडी में एज ऑल्दो इट्स नॉट माय मैंडेट बट आई स्टिल ट्रेड इनटू डिफरेंट टेरिटरीज. तो फोर्थली व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज, जो हमारे बड़े मेगा प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जिसका मैंने जिक्र करने लगा हूँ, is a ring road which is coming up, which we inshallah going to be starting this month, end of this year. जिससे it's a 4 kilometer road, long road, which is going to have the decongestion program of the city. Like हमारा जो traffic count है उसमें 50,000 vehicles will go off the road and go onto the ring road. But the beautiful part is again engaging the community. We are doing urban planning around that ring road. We would like the cities to, or the city to grow on that side. Rawalpindi, Islamabad to grow on that side. Usme what we are doing is that I am constantly engaging the local traders, the local business community in the Rawalpindi area, and getting their views and feedback that what would attract them that they would move to that area of the ring road. So city decongest, so they could move their businesses there. So we have a whole urban plan over there, like the health city, satellite towns, and the industrial area, and truck stands, and sabzi mandi, and all that. So then again, the hallmark and the bottom line is that you have to take the local, engage the local community and ask them. जैसे आप अगर कोई फ्लाईओवर प्लान करते हैं, आप कोई चीज़ इस तरह की जैसे रिंग रोड प्लान करते हैं, तो the most important is कि वो तो बन जाते हैं, but अगर कोई वहाँ उनको यूज़ नहीं करेगा, कोई वहाँ आके बसेगा नहीं, अपनी बिजनेस नहीं चलाएगा, तो those ring roads are useless. उनका कोई फायदा नहीं होगा, सिर्फ ट्रैफिक चली जाएगी दूसरी साइड पे, जो एक अर्बन प्लानिंग है वो कभी भी नहीं हो सकेगी. So basically, this is our plan. We have held some road shows also in Rawalpindi and invited all sorts of business communities. So we hope that this will be a new addition for Rawalpindi, because Rawalpindi is a very congested city. आप कितना प्लान करेंगे? ओपन स्पेसेस हम नवीद इफ्तार के साथ प्लान कर रहे हैं, अर्बन प्लानिंग हम थोड़ी सी कर रहे हैं, सराफा बाजार की, बावड़ा बाजार की बिल्डिंग्स को थोड़ा सा क्लीन अप कर रहे हैं, पेंट कर रहे हैं. ओपन स्पेसेस बड़ी मुश्किल से कुछ थोड़े से छोटे मोटे ढूंढे जहाँ पे पब्लिक बैठ सकती है, साइड वॉक्स वहाँ पे बनाएंगे which they can walk and sort of do cycling also. So we are doing all these things, and again in the end I would say my wrap up comments would be, you see, you have to have the local community engaged, even if unfortunately the local governments are not in place. Local governments would have been the ideal place to plan all these things. So local governments jab tak nahi hai, I would recommend that you engage the local communities, get their viewpoint, and then move forward from there. Isi tarah we have Vasa, everybody wants water. Water की scarcity भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. There's lack of water, and we are moving towards surface water now, which is like two good dams are coming up, the Tocha Dam and Jahan Dam. आज मैं visit करने भी गया हुआ था. Jahan Dam is ready, so we just have to lay our infrastructure and start supplying water to the residents of Rawalpindi. So I think, and then again, as I was saying, the hallmark and the highlight of all this COVID-19 is that it's not going to go away. We think it's going to go away next month, it's going to go away a month after that. But in my opinion, it's here to stay. So we have to do urban planning, we have to do community planning according to this. How do we do it? As I've mentioned earlier, that we have to take these communities on board and then use our local governments and our own sort of improvisations and things like that, so that we work around. If COVID-19 goes away, maybe there's a mutation, something else comes in. So we have got to have communities and cities planned in such a way that if there is a lockdown, you can have a gated community, you can share food with each other, you can grow your own food, you can have your own poultry, you can sort of save water, and sort of if there's a lockdown for a month, 2 months, you can use your own local local stuff. So these are basically my insight and my input in what we are doing in Rawalpindi.